Swimming is one of the most popular summer activities, and almost everyone enjoys it. In order to see the globe, taking a vacation to a place you've never heard of is the thing to do. It's crucial to do some study before going swimming because not all bodies of water are suitable for swimming. Here are the top 10 spots on the planet where you should never swim. Number 10. Kipu Falls, East Kauai. Kipu Falls may be familiar to fans of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Those hoping to be Indiana Jones, on the other hand, should avoid there. For starters, this is private land, and trespassing is strictly prohibited. For another, it's a perilous location where drowning is common, with many people paying the ultimate price for ignoring the warnings. This beautiful location in East Kauai is breathtaking, but the waterfall and swimming hole that tempt travelers hiding perils that are not visible from the surface. Those who do venture in are frequently dragged down and drowned. Some say it's because of the presence of an angry mob, a Hawaiian spirit lizard, but a more practical explanation is a huge whirlpool that creates massive underwater currents. Whatever the reason, this is one to avoid. Swimming here is simply not worth the risk. Number 9. Eagle's Nest Sinkhole, Florida. On the surface, Eagle's Nest appears to be just another pond in the tropical swamplands of Florida. However, below the surface, a fascinating undersea world awaits. A massive tubular chimney, enormous caves, and numerous routes called the Daring. The issue is that it's quite unsafe down here. At least 10 experienced divers have drowned at Eagle's Nest since 1981, prompting officials to advocate for a ban on diving in these dangerous waters. Despite the dangers, Eagle's Nest, located in the secluded Shasahowitzka Wildlife Management Area, remains a great lure, with divers wanting to make it all the way to the sinkhole's legendary super room. Nonetheless, the dangers are high, with low side and troubles with guidelines, and gas supply constantly creating a concern. The underwater tunnels here reach a depth of at least 300 feet beneath the ordinary surface. Few people have ever gone deep inside them and survived to tell the tale. Number 8. West End, Bahamas. Tourists go to the Bahamas' stunning beaches to swim with the famous swimming pigs. However, if you travel into the seas off West End, you may come face to face with creatures that are far more hazardous. This is the island's oldest town and westernmost settlement, located on Grand Bahama. It's also home to a plethora of sharks, with the shark-infested seas regarded as some of the most deadly on the planet. Tiger Beach gets its name from the tiger sharks that guard the beach's beautiful waters. Make no mistake, this is a terrifying beast, second only to the great white shark in terms of dread, and it may grow up to 16 feet long in this area. The brave, or dumb, can go on shark tours, but we recommend staying on the boat and going on a much safer fishing trip in pursuit of the tuna and marlin that live a little further out. Number 7. New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Surfers and tourists flock to New Smyrna Beach in Volusia County. The problem is that sharks like it as well. It has recently developed a reputation as the world's shark attack capital. If you go into the warm waters here, you can get bitten, or worse. Many species, including great white sharks, have been observed here, and scientists believe that anybody who has ever swum in New Smyrna has come within 10 feet of a shark. It's a terrifying concept, but the conditions are so spectacular here that surfers continue to flock in droves, putting their lives in jeopardy each time they enter the glistening Florida waters. The sands are gorgeous, and the climate is ideal here, just south of Daytona Beach. However, given that this location has been leading the globe in recorded shark bites for some years, you might want to reconsider taking a dip. New Smyrna Beach is one of the world's most dangerous beaches. Number 6. Citarum River, Indonesia. Considering a cool swim on Indonesia's longest river, reconsider your position. Java is a tropical paradise that entices people who want to see its stunning landscapes. Citarum's hazardous waters, on the other hand, could not be in worse shape. This river is regarded as the world's most filthy. This isn't the place to work on your technique. Every day, 20,000 tons of rubbish and 340,000 tons of wastewater are discharged directly into the river, with 2,000 industrial facilities responsible for wreaking havoc on the environment. Citarum is extremely toxic and fatal, with high levels of mercury, lead, and arsenic in its waters, posing serious health risks to humans. Because of the garbage and dead animals floating on the surface, there are certain locations where you can't even see the water. The sight of the world's dirtiest river is unpleasant, and it should be avoided at all costs. Number 5. Hanakapi Beach, Kauai. Hanakapi Beach is lovely, but it's also dangerous. It takes a long hike to reach its golden dunes because it is off the usual path and has no vehicular access. This is Hawaii at its most beautiful, remote, and breathtaking. Relax and enjoy the sunshine, but don't think about getting in the water. The ocean here is treacherous, with huge waves, ripped currents, and severe beach breaches that have claimed many lives. According to the official story, roughly 30 individuals have perished here since 1970. However, the ominous warning sign that greets tourists puts the figure far higher. Regardless, swimming here is unquestionably dangerous, with massive currents taking the unprepared far out to sea without warning, and the bodies of countless drowning victims never retrieved. This may appear to be an ideal swimming spot, but please read the warnings and don't be foolish. Number 4. Hoover Dam, Nevada. From one side to the other, the deep reservoir atop the massive Hoover Dam is 660 feet long. Until 2017, no one has ever survived an attempt to swim across the channel. This is a potentially hazardous operation. Are you considering taking it on? Either a police cell or a casket awaits you. 275 persons are reported to have died here on the Nevada-Arizona border in the 10 years leading up to 2017. It was lucky that an intoxicated British man made it across the year, with his survival attributed to the fact that 9 of the dam's 10 enormous hydroelectric turbines were not working at the time. If the Hoover Dam had been operating at full capacity, he, like so many others before him, would have been pulled beneath the surface and drowned. Are you still considering taking it on? You're not likely to be so fortunate. Number 3. Bubbly Creek, Chicago. It appears to be tiny and charming, and the ideal setting for a swim. Bubbly Creek, on the other hand, is not a swimming hole. Its foul waters have been cleaned up in recent years, but given the filth that lies beneath the surface of this vile river, you should still avoid it. The South Fork of the South Branch of the Chicago River was previously an open sewer close to the city's renowned meatpacking area, where massive amounts of blood and intestines from nearby slaughterhouses were thrown. The name of the canal comes from the fumes that rise up from the decomposing animal waste. After all, it's not so quaint and charming. Huge sludge bergs built of grease and chemicals used to block the river, and the smell of methane and hydrogen sulfide was intolerable. Number 2. Lake Karachay, Russia. Karachay translates to black water in the local dialect. Lake Karachay is regarded as the most contaminated location on the planet. The Mayak Production Association, one of Russia's largest nuclear reactors, is located near this once beautiful lake in central Russia. The lake has been used by the Soviets to dump radioactive waste from Mayak since 1951. Despite its small size, the lake has become deadly as a result of years of massive radioactive waste. In the 1990s, scientists determined that standing on the lake shoreline for just 1 hour would expose a person to enough radiation to kill them. The lake was deemed the most polluted area on the Earth from a radiological standpoint, and it has been closed to the public for the past 4 to 5 years. Karachay and the surrounding environs are also desolate, with almost no fauna of any type to be found. The toxic lake not only destroyed the environment, air and water, but it also harmed the health of those who used to reside in the region. Cancer cases increased by 21%, birth abnormalities by 25%, and leukemia cases climbed by 41%. Source: Business Insider. Number 1. The Amazon Basin, South America. In the vast Amazon Basin, there is no scarcity of water. Swimming, on the other hand, is not advised. There are numerous dangers. The Amazon River is known as the world's deadliest river, and its reputation is well-deserved. Toxins from mining and other businesses are being dumped here, causing its brown waters to become progressively contaminated. However, that isn't the most serious hazard. Natural hazards outnumber man-made hazards, with strong currents and terrifying creatures offering major risks to anyone considering diving in. You've heard of piranhas, but the Arapaima, a massive predatory fish, can be even more deadly. Is it not yet dangerous enough? What about the huge tarantulas, anacondas, leeches, electric eels, incredibly venomous frogs, and anacondas that live here? Then it's obvious that this isn't the spot to go swimming. We recommend practicing river swimming somewhere else because parasites are present and danger lurks around every corner. That's all for today, good people. See you next time with a lot more. Stay tuned and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.